phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
What do YouTube? B. Kelly back again with another banger video. In today's video, y'all, I'm going to be talking about what happened to the past 10 Burlsworth Trophy Award winners. If you do not know what this award is, it is given to the most outstanding FBS college football player who began his career as a walk-on. Now, before we move on with the video, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 10K. Now let's get into it. In the 2011 college football season, the award winner was quarterback from Southern Mississippi, Austin Davis. In this season, he played in 14 games, where he completed 60% of his passes, threw for 3,496 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, while also rushing for 4 total touchdowns on the ground. Despite having a strong career at Southern Mississippi, where he threw for over 10,000 yards, 83 touchdowns, and only had 27 career interceptions, he would not hear his name called in the 2012 NFL Draft, where he went undrafted. Despite not being a drafted quarterback in the 2012 NFL Draft, Austin Davis would stay around the NFL for a while, as he was in the NFL from 2012 to 2018. He's played with teams such as the Rams, Dolphins, Browns, Broncos, Seahawks, and the Titans. In his NFL career, he went 3-7 as a starting quarterback, where he completed 62% of his passes, threw for 2,548 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. In 2012, Matt McGloin was the winner, as in this season, he played in 12 games for the Nittany Lions, completing 61% of his passes, throwing for 3,271 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, while also rushing for 5 touchdowns on the ground as well. He would not hear his name called in the 2013 NFL Draft, as he also went undrafted, just like Davis. McGloin would be in the NFL from 2013 to 2018, being on teams such as the Raiders, Eagles, Texans, and Kansas City Chiefs. In his NFL career, he went 1-6 as a starting quarterback with the Oakland Raiders, completing 58% of his passes, throwing for a career yards of 1,868, 11 touchdowns, and 11 career interceptions. The last time he played football for a pro team was in the XFL for the New York Guardians. In 2013, wide receiver from Wisconsin, Jared Abbrederis, won the award after a very strong senior season in which he played in 13 games, had 1,081 receiving yards, averaging an impressive 14 yards per reception, and 7 touchdowns to the air. Not to mention he had 119 total yards on the ground, averaging 20 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns as well. After this season, he would go in the 2014 NFL Draft, where he was drafted in the 5th round by the Green Bay Packers. He would end up playing in the NFL for a total of 3 seasons, 2 seasons in Green Bay, and 1 in Detroit. In his career, he had a total of 13 receptions for 163 yards, averaging 12.5 yards per reception, and 0 touchdowns with a catch percentage of 52%. He retired after the 2017 season. In the 2014 season, the winner was wide receiver from East Carolina, Justin Hardy. He had a great senior campaign where in 13 games he had 121 receptions for 1,494 yards, averaging 12 yards per reception, and 10 total touchdowns through the air. He had a great career at East Carolina, as he had a career total of 4,541 total yards, averaging almost 12 yards per reception, and 35 total touchdowns. In the 2015 NFL Draft, he was taken by the Atlanta Falcons in the 4th round. Hardy would play for the Falcons from 2015 to 2019, and he was primarily a backup the entire time. His career numbers include 95 receptions for 946 yards, averaging 10 yards per reception, and 9 total touchdowns through the air. He would sign with the Chicago Bears right before the 2021 NFL season, but he was cut just before the preseason began. The next guy that I'm going to be talking about in today's video won the award in 2015 and 2016, and is the most successful walk-on ever, and that is none other than quarterback from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. Now, in the 2015 season, Baker Mayfield played in 13 games where he completed 68% of his passes, threw for 3,700 yards, 36 touchdowns through the air, and 7 total interceptions on the season. On the ground, he rushed for 7 touchdowns, and he had a great year overall. In 2016, as a junior in 13 games played at OU, he played even better, completing 71% of his passes, throwing for 3,965 yards, 40 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions, and in this season, he rushed for a total of 6 touchdowns on the ground. Some of his awards and accolades that he had in college was 2015 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, 2017 AP Player of the Year, 2017 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, 2017 Consensus All-American, 2017 Davey O'Brien Award winner, 2017 Heisman winner, 2017 Manning Award winner, 2017 Maxwell Award winner, and 2017 Walter Camp Player of the Year Award. Baker Mayfield would end up getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns with the #1 overall pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. Baker Mayfield has been playing in the NFL since 2018 and has played for a total of 3 seasons, all as the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and he's had a pretty good career so far. He has a career pass completion percentage of 62%. He has thrown for 11,115 yards, 75 touchdowns, and 43 interceptions, while rushing for a total of 4 touchdowns in his career. But the big thing he's done in his career so far was in this past 2020 NFL season, where he's had his best season yet, even led the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs, and even beat division rival the Steelers in the wild card round of the playoffs. In 2017, quarterback from Washington State Luke Falk won the award, as in 12 games played, he completed 67% of his passes, throwing for 3,593 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions, capping off a great career at Washington State, where he completed 68% of his passes, threw for 14,481 yards, 119 total touchdowns through the air, and 39 interceptions. In the 2018 NFL Draft, he was taken by the Tennessee Titans in the 6th round. He would end up being in the NFL from 2018 to 2019, having stints with the Titans, Dolphins, and Jets. He is more known for his time with the Jets, though, since he did start a couple games for them. Such as in 2019, he started in 2 games for the Jets, where he went 0-2 as a starting quarterback, completing 64% of his passes, throwing for 416 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Currently in 2021, he's in the Canadian Football League for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. In the 2018 season, the winner was a wide receiver from Clemson. You know what, we have a lot of wide receivers in this video, by the name of Hunter Renfrow. In this season, he played in 15 games, where he had 544 receiving yards, 11 yards per reception, and 1 touchdown. In his career for Clemson, he was very serviceable, as he had a career receiving yard total of 2,133 yards, averaging 11 yards and a half per reception, and a total of 15 touchdowns through the air. Not only that, but in his career, he even won a national championship. Although he wasn't the biggest target at Clemson while he was there, or even put up the most eye-popping stats in his college career, he would end up being drafted in the 5th round of the 2019 NFL Draft by the Oakland Raiders. Renfrow has been with the Raiders for a total of 2 seasons, and he's been consistent and serviceable, as he's been a pretty good receiver for them these past couple seasons. In his career so far, he has 105 total receptions for 1,261 yards, averaging 12 yards per reception, and 6 total touchdowns through the air. Not only that, but he has a good catch percentage at 71% for his career. In 2019, defensive end from Michigan State, Kenny Willekes, would end up winning the award after a strong senior campaign in which he had 78 total tackles, 15.5 tackles for loss, 10 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 forced fumble. In the 2020 NFL Draft, he was taken in the 7th round by the Minnesota Vikings. He missed the entirety of the 2020 NFL season due to injury, and going into 2021, he was released by the Vikings but signed to the practice squad the next day. The final player I'm going to be talking about in today's video from the 2020 college football season, the award winner was offensive lineman from Pitt, Jimmy Morrissey. Now, in this season, He got the Burlsworth Trophy and was a second-team All-ACC. In his career, he also made a first-team All-ACC team in 2019 and a third-team All-ACC team in 2018. In the 2021 NFL Draft, he was taken in the 7th round by the Raiders, and he's currently on their practice squad. Well guys, if you guys have made it this far in the video, remember to smash that like button, turn on them post notifications, and subscribe for more videos. B. Kelly out.